Hello creative Tartanites, and welcome to day 17 of 'Tis the Season to Be Jolly Journaling. Today's prompt is, what's your favourite book you have read or film you have seen this year? Now, as always, I am really struggling to pinpoint just exactly which my favourite book that I've read or my film that I've seen this year, because I really struggle to find a favourite because I like so many. I have such a wide taste. But don't worry, if you can't decide what your favourite is, your answer can always be, I don't have a favourite. Here's a list of some of my films that I've enjoyed or the books that I've enjoyed reading. Just because it asks for you to name your favourite doesn't mean to say that you have to answer it exactly. Now, today I am going to show you how to make a different kind of pocket. Now, yesterday's page, you can see that there is a paperclip here, but the paperclip can be put on anywhere on this page. So I'm just going to take this off for the time being so that it doesn't distract me. And I am going to pop that out of the way. And then I'm going to pop the book out of the way because I don't need it just now. And I'm going to show you how to do this pocket. So I have here a piece of paper that is A4 in size. So that is roughly just under 30 centimetres by 21 centimetres. Now, it doesn't have to be double-sided. It could just be single-sided because we actually fold the paper in half. And so we're always going to see the pattern when we fold it. So we simply fold the paper in half, and then we divide it into three. So 1, 2, 3. I'm using my mat to get roughly where the 3 is. So I'm just going to mark there and mark there. So that's roughly thirds. 1, 2, 3. So now what we do is we fold it over. Now when we fold it over, we don't have to fold it over exactly to the third. What I'm going to do is I'm going to fold it over a little bit shy of the third. This is to allow me to be able to fold it at the end and it still be flat. So there's one fold, and then I'm going to turn that round and I'm going to fold it again, but not going all the way. I'm just going to use my bone folder. If you don't have a bone folder, you can maybe use the end of your scissors like that. But something just to give a good crease. So there we have our paper in thirds. Now we're going to open it up, and this is the back side. Okay, this is not the front side, it's the inside, it's the back side. So I'm just going to turn it around like this so that it's easier for me to see. And I am going to fold in as close to the crease, but not too close that it's going to interfere with it folding again. And I am going to fold that down like that. And then on the other side, I'm going to do the same. I'm going to fold it as close to the crease as I can, but not too close so that it doesn't interfere with the folding. So in other words, it'll still fold like so. Okay. Now bear in mind that when you're folding it, you're not folding it up to this crease. There's going to be a gap. It's this crease here that you're folding it up to as close to. Okay, you're going to line up this edge with this edge with this edge, and that will result in a straight edge here. So we're going to do the same on the other side. Bringing the edge to the fold, but not so close that it's going to interfere with folding it again. And back the other side and fold it. So now we have this shape. Now you can see that there is a space in there and there's a space in there. And what you do is you push one inside the other. And there gives you a pocket. Like so. Now when you're tucking it in, it's best to tuck it in this part here, because then that way it will not fall through. If you put it in there, it will go all the way through. So make sure that when you're tucking your whatever you're tucking in, it goes in between the folds. So this bit here. Okay, like that. So now what I'm going to do is I am going to put it into my journal. So I think I might put it here, and because it is going directly onto the page, I don't want it to go through the paper, so I'm going to use my Fabri-Tac glue. So just running glue down this side, along the bottom, bringing it up to the top. And then placing it down on the page. Like so. Just putting the glue lid back on. And there we go. As you can see, it's not showing through. And then this folds out and it gives lots of space to do journaling. And as I said, I can put something in there, and then I can put something in there too. So I'm just going to make a couple of tags to put in, and I will put that into fast forward. Now I'm just going to use this to make a tag, because this is something that was left over from a previous page and I don't like to waste things, so I'm going to use this. I'm also going to use this, which is an image that I got from Tracy Fox, that I got on her Facebook group. I will leave all the links in the description below, and you can go and check her out. She quite often gives freebies, and this was on the set. A few videos ago I used a word search and I mentioned that I got it from Tracy. Well, this was on the same free page that I received. So I'm going to use this on my tag. So cue music. Now here's a handy trick to know. To get these even, you can just do what I've just done, and that is mark off the corners. Like use a grid or measure it along and mark off the same along the top as down the side. It gives you a nice even on either side diagonal cut. Now to reinforce the hole that I'm going to make up here, what I'm going to do is I am going to use a 1/2 inch punch, the little hole punch, and I am going to punch out a couple of holes, and then I'm going to use the bigger side here, and I am going to try and get a hole reasonably in the middle. Like so. And then I'm going to do the same with my bit card, and then I will glue that down on there. The other way that you can do it is you can glue the circle that you've punched out onto the card and then punch through both. The alternative is to punch the hole first with the crocodile and then take your circle punch and punch that out, and then that way you've got a better chance of getting it in the middle. And that's the other side, like that. So that's 3 different ways that you can do it. You can either punch the hole first in here, then punch out. As I said, this is a 1/2 inch circle punch. So punch out the circle and then use either the crocodile or whatever type of hole puncher that you have, and punch out the hole. Or you can punch out the hole first and then line it up. So the last touch for the tag is I'm going to pop on some of this decorative thread. This is the decorative thread that I featured in the very first the very first video. As you can see, I've got the green as the thread for binding the book, so I'm going to use a little bit of red just to contrast. And there we have it. In fact, I think I will pop a knot in the actual thread itself, like so. So there you have it. There is our Christmas tag inside a folded pocket. And as I said before, be careful when you're putting your tag back in. Make sure that you're putting it in where it's folded, otherwise it will just come right out the bottom. And then I'm going to pop this back on. Like so. And if you wanted to, you can also tuck more on the page, like so. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you all again tomorrow. Take care, everybody, and don't forget, look after your mental well-being, because the chances are nobody else will. Be kind to yourself. Bye for now.